Hey Capricorn, I'm back. Let's go ahead and get started. The bottom card that I pulled for you that represents the underlying theme or the overarching energy is the Hanged Man upright. This is the 12th card in the Major Arcana. The 12th card represents the 12th house for me. And you are having a lot of focus on this house for you. That house is the house of your limitations, your repressions. It's the house of secrets that you keep from yourself, secrets that you keep from others, secrets that you find out in your dreams. It also deals with dreams. This card, as a Major Arcana card, represents the planet Neptune. Neptune is going direct on the 19th or 20th of the month, depending on where you live. And this is an out of the fog sort of situation occurring in your third house, dealing with communication. So things may become very, very clear for you. You may be seeing the situation from a completely different perspective. And because this is occurring in your third house, you may be getting communication or getting news that makes you feel as though the rug has been pulled from underneath of you and you're literally, your world is turned upside down because the character is upside down. Pardon me. Neptune is a spiritual planet. You could be having a spiritual awakening. But I really feel like this is more of a communication that kind of throws you for a loop. This card, as a Major Arcana card, represents getting another perspective. So, and when I also see this card, when I do readings for myself, it tells me that I need to do more yoga. So get on your yoga mats. If you don't know how to do yoga or you want to learn how, YouTube has a lot of free newbie videos. I suggest Hatha Yoga, Hatha. It is low impact and is a great way to start. Slow and steady wins the race. Don't push yourself, but challenge yourself, if that makes sense. So, it's going to be looking at things from a new perspective. The first of the top three for clarity is the Seven of Swords. The Seven represents the 7th house, which is the house of your partnerships and how you identify with others. It is how you learn about yourself through your relationships with others. And this can be intimate relationships, business partnerships. It's also counseling and open enemies. And this guy right here is openly stealing and sneaking away, getting away with it. While everyone else is in the tents and being distracted, this guy's just walking off with all of it. Talked about the 7th house. The swords represent air signs. The air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This could be their sun, moon, or rising sign, just depending. But this card is the card for me of, I think Dirty Rotten Scoundrel. When I see this card, I think deceit. I think intentional deceit, intentional misinformation. Just, yeah, not cool. The next card is the King of Swords in reverse. Now, the King of Swords represents many different things for me. Whenever I see a sword in reverse, I think of misinformation. And what I usually say is misinformation through either intentional or unintentional. But because the card that precedes it is the 7 of Swords, it's like intentional lying. In the way that it's laid out, it's like the 7 is looking back at the king like, do you see what I'm doing? Am I getting it? Are you catching me? And so, this King of Swords could represent a masculine air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, that is lying about something, possibly lying about stealing. If this isn't the case, they're lying about something that they shouldn't have done. possibly dealing with partnerships or relationships. This King of Swords is subjective, looking at it from their own personal perspective and doing what they can to cover their tail. Whenever I see the King of Swords upright, I think about like lawyers and advocates and people who use their words for good. Sorry, but this guy, he's using his words for the wrong reasons and is being deceptive about it. And it ends up with the Page of Wands, which for me is indicative of an argument in some way. The fact that the Page of Wands is upright, it feels like this is going to be an argument, and I'm almost willing to go out on a bet and say that it will be with like an Aquarius, because Mars is moving into Aquarius. If it's not, this person has a lot of Aquarius energy in their chart. That this guy has a lot of Aquarius energy in his chart, and he thinks he's got away with it, but this guy's like, oh hell no, you haven't. I've been sitting back and watching, and now it's my time to get you, and you think you got me, but I got both my hands on you. I see this. Hot-headed. If you have to have a conversation with somebody, I would, it's gonna be a forceful energy, because Mars moving into your second house, it's dealing with your self-esteem, your self-worth. It's your earning ability and money and that sort of stuff too. But the way that the cards are reading, it's like you have something to tell somebody, and you've got a new perspective on the situation, and you see what this is. You see who it is for what it is and what they've done and how they've been lying, and you've got your back. Like, this is you. You're not a fire sign, but I see this as you in this spread. You've got your back turned on the situation, like, I see it for what it is now, but I'm finna give you one good, you finna get one good lashing from me over this. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I did the total, and there wasn't a whole lot to add up. You had 2 character cards with no numerical value to them. Had the 7 of Swords and the Hanged Man, which is 12. That's 19. 1 plus 9 is 10, and that speaks to your 10th house. You've got Jupiter in your 10th house, and that's your house of career, status, reputation, dealing with authorities, authority figures, and authorities in their fields. William Shakespeare said, all the world is a stage. And I look at the 10th house as the stage that you approach the world on and how the world knows you. So, Jupiter being in your 10th, it's expanding that area. It's probably changing or blowing up that area. A lot of hot air in that area, possibly. Now, okay, 10th house. Yeah, covered that. Cool. I'm just trying to make sure I got everything. And I'm sorry about my voice and coughing and stuff. They had to do some controlled explosions out at Camp Minden, close to where I live. And it has got my throat irritated pretty good. But soldiering on. Let's do this. The first Sacred Rebels Oracle card that you got was Going Beyond Normal. And the very first thing I think of, whenever I pull this card, or when there are certain cards that I pull just by looking at it that makes me think of either music videos or music that I've heard. And this definitely, right here, the way that she's kind of looking makes me think of the Banks song, Gemini Feed. It may be appropriate for this reading as well. It feels like it. The Going Beyond Normal card is the 14th card of the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. 1 plus 4 is 5. And you have the full moon in your 5th house. That full moon is on the 14th or 15th, depending on where you live. The Going Beyond Normal card makes me think that it is time for you to embrace your intuition. That it is time to break from tradition and to have faith in your convictions and have faith in your inspirations. That you also need to trust in your struggle, that everything that you're going through is preparing you for something bigger. And I know that sounds cliche and that sounds trite, but it's truly the situation. You can't expect to be thrown into the position of being a CEO if you've never been a manager before. You know, you've got to have those building blocks, and sometimes it hurts. Some growth hurts. They don't call it growing pains for nothing. And spiritual growing pains are especially relevant too. But don't be afraid to go beyond normal. Embrace your inner rebel. Fly your freak flag proudly. It will help you in this time, especially with the full moon being in the 5th house. And if you're an artist or a creative being, in whatever way that you put yourself out into the world, break from normal, break from tradition, follow your intuition, and know that everything is just another piece of the puzzle for you. The second card that you got is Bring It Into Form, which feels very creative as well. The numerology on this card is 41. 4 plus 1 is 5. That's some pretty awesome synchronicity. If you add 5 and 5 together, that's 10, which adds up to this. So, pretty important messages for you here concerning creation and your, even your love sector, possibly, because that's a house of falling in love. Bring it into form. If you've been deliberating on something that's like a yes or no, should I or shouldn't I, this card is an oracle confirmation of yes. But be bold in your approach. And if you haven't done so, finish your project so that you can create more. And I can't help but notice this person is like walking away. I don't want it to feel negative, but I want to give you a heads up. This could be you, or this could be somebody else, or this could be how you feel after speaking your piece to this person who's been lying. Because I feel like it's somebody who has been lying, and I don't say that in my videos normally. I usually say, you know, misinformation through either intent or or you know what I mean. I also think that getting out in nature, especially if you can do it safely, barefoot, do what they call earthing, where you just kind of walk around barefoot in nature safely. Safely. But it helps to heal your vibration, is the best way that I know how to describe it. It gets you more in tune with the earth and grounds you to the earth's vibration, which would be good for you right now. You're an earth sign, Capricorn. You need to be in tune with the earth. Now, another reason why I feel like this is probably love and relationship stuff is because of the reflection card that came up for healing and meditation. So it's like you're reflecting on what has gone on and the good, the bad, and the ugly. And the best thing that you can do to move on from whatever the situation is, especially what's being brought forth in the tarot spread, is be in your integrity. Even if you've done something wrong, admit to it, but also, you know, Don't allow somebody to browbeat you over and over and over again because of a mistake. Now, if you are repeatedly making mistakes, then you need to check yourself. But if this is something that, isn't a regular occurrence and you need to admit what you've done, but be in your integrity and make it right. Figure out, find out, communicate, ask what can I do to make it right. Neptune is going direct in your third house. It is the perfect time for you to look back on what has gone on and try to communicate to make it right. Speak your truth, speak it in love, and listen to what the other person has to say. Don't just wait for your turn to talk. Now, let's see what the reflection card says. Great unhappiness or pain can be mitigated by reflective meditation. This means putting the problem into perspective and accepting the reality of a situation. Holy guacamole. Putting a situation into a different perspective. That's exactly what this card means. Reflection will help you to put the past behind you and to move forward. Use it to unburden yourself of any major problem that has held you back. Consider the following on reflection, Capricorn. Reflect on all the gifts life has given you. Reflect quietly on any pain or unhappiness that you may be experiencing. Understand that suffering is in the past, and that's a place to learn from. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, bad thoughts can leave you. Accept yourself where you are right now. The second card that you got was equanimity. Another yoga pose. You may want to find some relaxation out near water, possibly a lake or a beach if you still can, if it's not cold where you are, or just go for a nature walk near water if you can. If you can't, do what you can, but equanimity. The mind and body each affect the well-being of one another. Regular meditation is an excellent stabilizing influence. So whenever you feel assailed by the trials of life, particularly in a crowded place, you can restore your mental and physical equilibrium by practicing this calm meditation. May I be steady in this period of change. May I be present in this period of difficulty. May I stay centered in the heat of the moment. May I be free from obsession with the past or the future. Stay in the moment, Capricorn. Speak up for yourself. Speak your truth in love. And see this situation from a different perspective. There may be secrets coming out. Forewarned is forearmed. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourselves and save some of that kindness for others, because we're all struggling in our own very private areas that some of us may never speak about to another soul. Take care of yourself, Capricorn. I'll see you for the December videos. Closer to December,